Hello everybody, 'tis the Amazing Gaming Guy here, and welcome to the 7th and final episode in our Planet Coaster Alpine Adventure build. It's been a really good build actually, I've really enjoyed it, and you guys I think have enjoyed it too. It's been, god blimey, it's been getting like so many more views than I've been used to in the past. I mean, it's not a huge amount in terms of the grand scale of YouTube, but I'm really quite happy with it, and I'm so it just means that you guys are enjoying it, and there's people who want to watch it, and that means a lot to me to know that I'm making something that people actually enjoy watching. So thank you so much to all of you guys who have come to my channel to watch this build and to follow my Planet Coaster stuff. And of course, all the people who have come to watch my Minecraft stuff as well, because that is coming back. There's going to be more Minecraft in the future. It's coming back. I'm going to do lots more let's builds and things, but I'm going to be doing more Planet Coaster builds as well. So after this is done, I'll be going straight on to my next Planet Coaster build, which I'm really excited for. I've not completely decided what it should be yet. If you've got any suggestions on what you'd like to see built in Planet Coaster, I might take them into account, or I might just go for what I want to build myself. Who knows? But yeah, I'm really looking forward to the next one. But before I get to the next one, I've got to finish this one. So this week, what I'm just trying to do is finish off the ride. Just make it look polished and done and nice. So that's going to be a lot of foliage and like a little lake that you can see me building here. I wanted to make this lake like dirty water. You get 4 different options for what type of water you want to put in. I chose dirty water because it's going to be like it's like in and out of that little bit of woodland there, and typically when a stream or a lake or something is in the woodland, it gets a bit more dirty. It's just because of the nature of the ground and stuff, I assume. It seemed like the more accurate thing to do to me. So yeah, you guys have been sending in your suggestions for a name for this coaster, and you've sent a lot. It was a lot to go through, but I have picked a winner, and to be an absolute tease, I'm not gonna tell you yet. We're gonna have to wait until the end of the video to find out when I put the finishing sign on the ride to say, bam, it's done, it's this name, X name, this name here. Yeah, got that to look forward to. Don't skip ahead to it, you gotta watch the rest of the build to get there. Don't be cheeky. I can see you're trying to be cheeky, don't be cheeky. I don't like cheekiness, alright? Alright, thanks. So yeah, I'm just putting a little bit more like bushes and foliage on this run up to the lift hill here. And I wanted to try and separate this part of the track from the other coaster you can see to the left there, the mill coaster that I built before I started this build. And I wanted just to put in like a little wooden wall or fence just to separate these two coasters, because I think typically you would do that in a real theme park. They wouldn't want two very heavily themed coasters to overlap so you could see each other's theming and stuff, because it just ruins the immersion of the ride. So I just wanted to block off where it came really close to that other coaster, just to maintain the theming for this ride and the theming for that ride, keep them both intact, because it doesn't make sense to go from Alpine themes straight into fairy tale castles and stuff. Does it? Maybe it does. Maybe that does make sense actually, but I didn't want to do it, so I'm not going to. And then I adorned this wall with lots of gears and wheels and belts and things, just to make it look a bit more industrial and I was going to say steampunk there. It's not meant to look steampunk. I guess it does look a little bit steampunk. God, I'm having flashbacks to my steampunk build now. No, it's not meant to be steampunk, although I guess it does look a little bit steampunk. It's just meant to be industrial Alpine. Now we're coming back to the other side of the coaster near the first lift hill, and putting some foliage and trees and stuff around just to hide the view of the exit of the park and the edge of the park. You want to keep this area enclosed in its own sort of ride universe, and you don't want to see the outside world too much. And I'm also putting in some nice coloured bushes to add a splash of colour and interest and vibrancy to the area, and just some regular forest bushes and stuff as well, just to add a bit of realism. I don't know what environment this is built in, this park. I don't know where in the world this park would exist, but I'm sort of modelling it on what British theme parks look like, because obviously those are the theme parks I've been to most often. And typically in a British theme park, they have quite a lot of bushes and trees and stuff. It's probably because they can't afford to do amazing theming on everything, so they just try to hide it with trees and bushes and stuff, which, you know, it's alright, it does the job. And that's kind of what I'm doing here, because I can't do theming on every single bit of the ride because I just don't have the time. So it's a very sneaky technique, but I like to hide stuff with trees and bushes and stuff. And like, I'll have areas of theming interest, such as the bridge off to the left of the frame there, and the two lift hills, and the bridges and stuff. There'll be like elements of interest of the theming, but some areas won't be themed quite as heavily, and I will sort of mask those areas with trees and bushes and foliage and stuff, just so it doesn't look blank and bare. Like that area to the right that you just saw a bit earlier before I came to the station, there's a little pass around the side after it goes over that shop, and it's so bare there, so I'm going to put some trees and stuff in there in a little bit, because it's too large an area to do theming in at this time, because I want to get this build finished, move on to the next. So I'm just gonna put trees and stuff, and now I'm just putting like some vines and creepers and things all up along the side of the station, just to draw it into its surroundings, you know, because there's a lot of trees and foliage around it. It would make sense that there would be some vines and things going up the sides of the station. So that's what I was doing, just trying to blend it with the environment around it, and also it makes those gaps where the paths on the coaster go into the station a little bit less harsh. It just it helps to blend them. Blending, that's what we like. So yeah, more trees, more bushes and stuff, and this is the bit I was talking about. Just this area around here, I'm just quite quickly placing trees and stuff down with not quite as much care as I normally give to things, just because I do want to get it done, and I couldn't think of anything to theme this area, so you know what, I'm just gonna put trees and stuff, hide the edge of the park, hide the rest of the park, and just give it some visual interest, but not really heavily theme it. And I'm using a lot of bushes and stuff here just to make undergrowth under the track. And moving on to the bit that you know is my favourite if you've watched my videos before, it's lighting the stuff up. Oh, I enjoy it so much. It's like the sign of a finished build. It's putting in the lights and the soft effects and stuff like smoke and fog and all that sort of thing. I love it. It's my favourite bit. So I wanted to make these little like wooden planks coming off here so that I could hang lanterns off the side of the ride. I thought that was really cool. I just had that idea sort of abstract, and I really liked it. And then just to add visual interest, I wanted to light up areas of the ride that didn't have any sort of practical lighting, like lanterns and stuff, with some red spotlights, just to give some lighting interest to those areas of the ride, so it's all illuminated at night time. And then I wanted to add some sort of general white spotlights to this area here, because I don't know, this area of track, it's sort of, it's almost a bit of service track. It's not really part of the ride. It's like the run down back into the station, the slow down, the braking. So, yeah. Now, here's the bit that I'm sure you've all been waiting for. I am about to put the sign on the coaster to say, this is what it's called, this is the name of the ride, and I just want to read out a couple of the names on the shortlist that I was considering before deciding on the final name. Yeah. I was just wondering if I've got time to read them out, actually. I'll do it really quick. Hayden Roth, Everest Express, James Romanelli, Black Diamond, David Dixon, Running Down the Alpine, but you can see I've called it Alpine Rush. Alpine Rush, as suggested by Cuddly Klinhorn and Emery Gill. And I think there were other variations on that name as well, like Mountain Rush and stuff. It just seemed like the one that people were picking out a lot. You know, the rush, like the sort of drop off after both of the lift hills on the mountain. There's a, you know, when you go on the coaster, it does sound like a rush. It's like because it just like swoops down through the valleys and stuff. And Alpine, because we're in the Alps. I guess we'll keep it called the Alps. A couple of the other names that were on the shortlist, Silver Space said Rocky Run. And Luke Morgan also said Alpine Rush. So yeah, so that name was suggested by Luke Morgan, Cuddy Klinhorn, and Emery Gill said Mountain Rush. So that's sort of, it's close. Yeah. I really hope that you've enjoyed watching the build of this ride. It's done. I finished it, so let's give it a ride. I'm going to hush up for a moment and just let you enjoy the sights and sounds of this coaster. So, I'll see you guys in a bit. Enjoy! Oh no! It's broken down. Oh no! Yeah, after I was testing this coaster, like, within, like, a few minutes of opening it, it broke down. What sort of reliability is that? And now we got Mr. Mechanic Man coming to fix it. And now look at this! Look at all the people! Jesus! I didn't... were there even that many people on the ride? I don't know. Did they have, like, a load of babies on the coaster? Was it really stuck for that long? That these guests had children and they grew up to be adults while they were stuck on the coaster? I don't know. I don't know what happened there, but I thought it was a really funny glitch, and I was like, you know what? You guys were going to want to see that. But yeah, that was the ride. I really hope that you guys have enjoyed this series of videos. I'm going to be moving on to the next series very soon, but I will produce 2 more videos on this coaster. One will just be a collection of POVs on the ride, and the other will be a compilation of the whole time lapse put together, because if you've seen my other videos, you know I like to do that. So yeah, all that's left to say is thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing. If you liked this, please leave a like, comment and subscribe for more, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye!